This is Willie Griswold with the Bob and Tom Show. I'm joined by Kostaki Economist right here on Radio Row, and we are very happy to be joined by Carl and Molly Eller. Look at that. I messed it up right at the top. How fun is that?
My mom's name is Mary, so you're
Oh, really? That was very intentional. I looked you up earlier. A lot of homework that I did. I'm very prepared. Carl, you are a Hall of Fame member. What do you think? Do you think Tom Brady is first ballot, or will some people hold out?
Well, I think Tom will go. He should not accept that because he's such a shoe-in. I know he'll make it. He should say, no, I won't do it. I'll wait till the second round.
Tom Brady in the Hall of Fame is kind of like, what, are we doing turkey at Thanksgiving this year?
Right,
I think turkey would work out okay.
I know, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I got a question for you. If you were the king, how would you could change one rule in the current NFL game, what would it be?
Well, the quarterback couldn't run.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You want him to stay put?
Yeah, stay put. Just right there, and that can sack me. Stay right there.
Forget roughing the passer. Just don't even let him run.
Really, just a moment ago, I saw Joe Montana, and we had a big hug and stuff from. It was great. You know, it really changes, but boy, that competitiveness, especially guys like that. Some of those guys that played, Joe against, I played against him, and Roger Staubach, all the other guys, you chase one, you have an appreciation for those guys. But really, to go back to Tom Brady, he's kind of set the standard, really. I don't know what else you could say about these guys. First of all, he's an old guy. I mean, he's old. He's like 40 years old.
Take that, Tom Brady.
Yeah, take that, Tom Brady.
Carl Eller's calling you old.
You're old. Yeah, take that. You know, and plus he has some of the records, but I think Tom Brady has not only set standards in terms of performance, but in the way he approaches the game. I think he's a real student of the game. He really understands who the other team is, what they can do, and where the weaknesses are. He's well-educated on the game of football.
Sure.
Yeah.
I got a weird question. Just looking at the gear you guys are wearing, the Vikings stuff, are there any players who get to the Hall of Fame and are somewhat bitter about their experience and root for a different team than they played for?
Wait a minute.
I'm just curious.
What kind of question is
Well,
that?
I know Tony Gonzalez went into the Hall of Fame as a Falcon, not a Chief, for instance. No, everyone they stayed.
No, but it is true. They will go after pick their favorite team. You know, so that's what they do. And guys now will play for maybe 2 or sometimes 3 or 4 different teams.
Sure, right.
But it's a team that you have. Sometimes the reason they're with another team is they have a different opinion than the manager or the negotiator. You know what they do? Negotiators will tell you, and I'm smiling and I'm laughing because you have to go and do the negotiation because your salary depends on what you negotiate, you know. And some of the general managers who would say, "Oh, you're not worth that much. Where'd you get that idea you were worth, $100,000. Whose idea was that?
Now, Mrs. Eller, Molly Eller, not Mary Eller. Play it cool. I'm doing a very good job. Can you tell us a little bit about the ring? The bracelet that you're wearing.
Yes. So I'm actually looking up at the banner there too. This is the Super Bowl IV ring that Carl had made into a bracelet, and so it was his ring that he got for playing in the Super Bowl. And I can actually take it off and show you if you'd like to see it close up.
Yes.
That is so. May I?
Yes, we would. That's great.
This is tremendous. We'll make sure we get a picture of this for social media.
That's beautiful.
My goodness.
That's cool.
My girlfriend is already disappointed with, with whatever gift I may get her. There's no way it's as cool as this one.
Well, I appreciate that. She certainly deserves it. And you can't wear all 4 of them at the same time. You probably could, but, you know.
These are the problems.
Yes.
Yeah, these are problems.
The coolest problem to ever have.
Yeah,
That's
the
nice.
coolest problems you have.
I'm going to ask you another pretty silly question. There's a lot of talk about the Pro Bowl. They're not playing an actual game. They're doing dodgeball. If you could have a silly Pro Bowl games, what would you like to see? Maybe a sack race, a 3-legged race, a karaoke competition? What would you like to see players do that's not playing a game of football?
I don't know a sack race properly. Molly
No,
wants to
Flickin
answer.
Chicken. Flickin Chicken.
Flickin Chicken. We play Flickin Chicken.
It's not really a
between the-
race. It's more of like
Yeah.
a game where you have to hit the target with a rubber chicken.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
It's like a.
Is this a regional thing? I don't
yeah,
know of.
Hachi. If I'm honest,
Chicken?
I'm not sure we can say flippin' chicken on the radio. Depending on what region we're in right now.
I don't know. But it's her game. She always wins, and she wants to play it all the time.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Is it like it's like a cornhole, horseshoes
You have
kind
a
of?
target. You fling the target like a frisbee.
Sure.
Okay.
And then you get there are like we usually just play pairs, but you can have 4 people play, and it's a yellow one, a white one, a brown one, and a beige one. And then you get your 2 and you throw them, and you try to get as close to the target as you can. And we'll have like, I don't know, we'll say play to 10 or play to 15 or just to 5 or whatever we're feeling. And it was good during the pandemic because we have a big yard. So we'd just run around the yard playing this silly game laughing because it made us laugh at a time when everybody was just like bumming out because we're all stuck at home.
Good for you.
You guys have made us
Yeah,
laugh.
it's good for her. Yeah, you know, she's the one that brings that up, you know, and she's very good at that. But I have another description about the game. You throw the darn thing out there somewhere, you know.
Rule 1, throw the darn thing.
Yeah, throw the darn thing out there somewhere. And then you try to get close to what you've already done before.
Yeah.
So
And they bounce, you
what
know,
kind-
they're like they're bouncing all over because of rubber.
Yes.
We're here at Radio Row, and I'm sure there's a lot of great talk about the game this weekend, a lot of great talk about trades and salary caps. I guarantee you we're the only booth talking about flippin' chicken, my friends.
That's how we do.
The only ones.
That's how we do.
No.
I got a question for you, Carl. Did you have a moment where you recognized like, oh, I could do this. I'm good enough to be in this game. Did you have a time, a play, a game where you were like, oh yeah, I belong here? Did you have one of those kind of moments in your career?
Well, I think the closest I came to that moment was I think I had a play that I remember, and it was against Bob Brown, who played with Philadelphia. And he had went and played a couple of years with the Rams, I think, or so. But he went to Oklahoma at the same time I was at University of Minnesota, and he was a fierce competitor. You know, he was a tough guy for me to play against. And so when he got traded over here somewhere else, I said, well, good riddance, but he was not gone. And so I played him. I knew his moves. I played against him enough. And so one game, I thought I used the inside move. That's kind of one of my good moves of it. So I said, I think he'll go for it. And I took him back like that, and I did this, and he went for the move. And I knew the quarterback was Roman Gabriel, I think, with the Rams. And I thought Gabriel would see that, you know, and would respond to that by going to the outside. So that play worked for me. It was in my favor. And so when I did this move, sure enough, Roman Gabriel dashed the outside, and I sacked him. And the result was we got a safety for that play. It was one of my great plays in my career. So, hey, you guys are really good. Thanks a lot for having me on the Sula Play.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
Thank you guys so much. Once again, we're with Carl and Mary Eller, Molly Eller. My goodness, what am I doing right now?
Wait,
Can you guys do us one favor and read us a joke for us? Is that okay?
I'll read it, yeah.
Look at this camera, right into this microphone,
Okay.
and just take your pick. Any of these jokes, you can skip one.
What is this one? No. Okay. It was the sobering season for Packers fans, and they hate being sober.
Hey, it's perfect for a Viking.
This is Willie Griswold with Kostaki Economopoulos and the Ellers. Thank you very much.
All right.
We'll see you guys next
and
time.
remember Pork Rinds Appreciation Day. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
guys.
Would you like to speak about that a little bit more?
Pork rinds appreciation. This is the 14th year they've done that, and you can find out more, all the details of porkrindappreciationday.com. But the prize is about $5,000. Or is $5,000. And also, they've helped over 2,700 players, former players of the league. It's a very important fund.
Through the Gridiron Greats.
Through the
Gridiron
Gridiron
Greats
Greats.
Fund has
Good.
helped 2,700 people now, former players, to get their needs met with, whether it's medical needs or rent or things like that when they're kind of going through difficult times.
That's great.
Well, Mr. and Mrs. Eller, thank you very much.
Thank
Have a
you,
nice
guys.
day.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.